Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Fae. Today I am joined by Rat Comedy and Dragon. How are you both?
I'm fine, thank you.
I am not excited to talk about this topic, but we gotta talk about it anyways.
Yeah, it's Marvel. We left off on Loki season 2. We still have to catch up. We only have a few more projects until we're almost fully caught up. After that, it's Deadpool, and if all goes well, we should be done this month with Marvel completely. And the next thing that'll be, Marvel related will be Agatha All Along, which is premiering in September. And that's like 9 episodes. So expect nothing from Marvel until around November. I don't know yet, but around November. No more movies, no more TV shows. It seems like so. It's gonna be quiet for a while until Captain America 4 comes out. Anyways, or I think it's Daredevil. Whatever. Today we are talking about. I think it's the worst movie.
Yeah.
I think I truly. Wait, where is it? Okay. I think it's truly the worst if it's not the worst, it's one of the worst Marvel movies, objectively worst Marvel movies that has ever come out in the history of Marvel, and that is The Marvels. Why I put it in D tier for some. I was little spoilers. I put it in D tier at first, but it's going down. I don't know why. I don't know why. I do know why. I do know why it's in D tier. But fuck it, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it where I was gonna put it. Wasn't up there. Anyways, okay. So The Marvels is sadly the sequel to Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Now, if you missed those reviews, I don't blame you. We have not done a review on Captain Marvel, and we did do a review on Miss Marvel, but we thought that Miss Marvel was just a C tier show. It was okay. It was an okay show. Just a little recap here. We did review the Miss Marvel like 2 years ago, so a bit of a refresher here. We thought Miss Marvel was okay. Me, Pancakes, and it said we all watched Miss Marvel, and we thought it was okay. Like, at best, okay. It's a bit forgettable, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And now The Marvels, which is not the first time that something has like directly done something with the Disney Plus shows, but it's the first one that actually did something unique, like actually continued off of one, and like a plot point set up in one, because fucking Multiverse of Madness did nothing with WandaVision. To be honest. So yeah, The Marvels. This movie did come out 9 months ago. We know that. We're kind of running off of just like hazy memory of the movie. But yeah, so let's get into the talking points. This again came out in November. This is the first to just put it some blunt little facts about the movie before we begin. This is a movie the first Marvel movie that officially bombed at the box office. This movie made. Hold on, wait, what the fuck? No. Wow, links are long. Select all. Okay, The Marvels. So The Marvels is not the first one to underperform, but definitely the first one to bomb. The budget was $275 million. And the box office was $206 million. So, yeah. It's not good. It's the lowest grossing film in the MCU by far. And it's just... And we'll get into why. So...
It's enough.
Dragon here, actually. You want to give your little like experience with this movie?
Because I spent less than 5 minutes in whatever series I was watching, or it's not a series, but I did not care enough to watch it that much. I watched like a little bit, but all I know is, somehow the powers of Kamala Khan, Captain Marvel, and a third character I don't know the name of got merged, or from the same power source, and whenever they use it, they just swap places, and it's I don't know. They get into a montage about it. I did not care to watch it that much.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Like, this is like, okay, usually, okay, so just for the viewers at home, usually, and that's why we do things the way we do, like why we do like series episodes, not when it's airing. Like, we don't do individual episodes on the individual episodes, like weekly. No, we wait until it's over so people have a chance to fully get their opinions on shows, movies, and whatever. Like, that's why we do that. But with the Marvels, we kind of want this episode to be a PSA and so not fucking watch this movie. It's awful. It's bad. And this is the reason why. Like, we just like we're gonna fill you in until why it's so bad and why Dragon had the reaction he had when watching this movie and why it should be everyone's reaction to watching this movie. But yeah, no. I understand the Dragon. It's kind of funny to have that experience in the movie because it's, I think, what most people wanted to do when it came out, especially what I wanted to do when it came out. But yeah, let's actually get into the movie. Let's talk about something I think we can all like give our opinions on, and that is the CGI in action. So, oh, Dragon's like completely muted. So the CGI. So
don't worry about me. I'm still here. Don't worry about me.
Okay. So something that I can actually, I guess, compliment the movie on is the fact that the CGI in action aren't bad. It's not like a step up, but it's definitely not like horrible. Like, it looks better than Thor: Love and Thunder, at least. Rakami, I don't know if you remember like the actual special effects, but I feel like the special effects weren't bad.
They were alright, I guess.
Yeah, no, like they were Marvel quality, like what we expect from Marvel, right?
Yeah, but they could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, the thing is, like, the action had a cool gimmick to it with the whole like switching around stuff like that they had going on.
Yeah.
But in reality, they used it cool in cool ways sometimes. And, you know, like, I think it had a cool gimmick. Like, the movie had a cool gimmick with the fight scenes. It had good CGI. Like, it didn't look bad. Like, that's a compliment I can give the movie. The action didn't look bad. It didn't look like it looked like it was choreographed. Like people trained to do that. I can compliment the movie on that and the CGI. Like, it looks good. Like, the movie looks good, but it's everything else that makes it all fall apart. Because of course, we're talking about 2023 Marvel, and there's only one good thing that came out of 2023 Marvel, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. Anyways, let's actually talk about the fucking movie.
Yes, we shall.
Let's start with the characters. The characters, starting off with Captain Marvel Carol Danvers. I gotta say, what the fuck? She did not, like, she grew in no way, shape, or form in the entire movie.
Legit. She literally just stayed the same through the entire film.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like, so apparently she was like, I don't mind her being like, off into space doing stuff, but apparently she, like, so she ruined the plan. Like, she doesn't do anything wrong with the movie. I don't think she's done anything wrong with the movie. I think she's being a hero. But the thing is that she doesn't really do anything other than that in the movie. And there's this scene with the scrolls, and the scrolls like kind of are doing this diplomatic shit. And I don't remember that part that well. Like again, but the thing is like, why? I don't get why this is. Well, why? I don't know. Why have a team of movie where you're not gonna give this character like conflicts and all that? Like, okay, so Captain Marvel had this relationship with a character that was like a dancing thing. I don't know if you got to that part, Dragon, with the dancing people and the singing people. But apparently, my Captain Marvel like married one of those guys, and she's like a princess there or something, and they get into like an actual Disney dance scene. And I guess it's not much to do with Miss Marvel, but Miss Marvel, that planet gets attacked by the main villain, which we'll talk about lastly. And basically the Miss Marvel like decides that the fucking like that it's not worth saving. Like these people were gonna die anyways, because of course that's because you know that's what my hero's all about. Don't save as much as you can, just leave them all for dead. And like Captain Marvel just has like no emotional like doesn't have an outburst of her or something. Like she doesn't care. Yep. Okay. So like Captain Marvel just doesn't really care about what happens to these characters to that planet, which is a planet that she saved and she like married to. So she had to like have at least some care for it, and she just doesn't care. It's like why? Like why write her like that? It's so weird, and
it's
like
really weird.
It's such a weird thing to write. I don't really get it. I really don't. I don't get why they did it like that. Why they did Captain Marvel this way? She doesn't grow at all. Like it's so bizarre. Like I don't know. Like they kind of hyped up this movie, and I feel like she could have worked in the movie. She could have done something. But the thing is, like the writers don't really know where to take this character, because there is really nowhere to take this character. I feel like she had her moments in the face in the Avengers movies, and that's really about it. Like I don't know. Like I feel like Captain Marvel, not to really bash a character, but I feel like Captain Marvel isn't really like, if you don't have like a strong villain to really pit her up against, I don't think you can really make a movie franchise out of her.
It's honestly an interesting topic, per se, like the whole Captain Marvel, because let's face it, she's overpowered as hell. She
is overpowered. Something. She's not as overpowered as some characters that were in things after this movie, but like she is one of the most powerful heroes in Marvel, and I feel like that should be explored a bit. She doesn't have any humanity. What I feel like would be a cool way to have this character actually matter is if we explored her humanity, like we explored her amnesia. But we don't do that. We don't explore her amnesia. We don't explore anything. It just kind of like
vanishes away.
It kind of went away. Like people like the writers forgot she had that. I don't know. Like she spent how many years in space doing fuck all, like saving planets and all that, and then then when she went back to Earth and she's on Earth for most of the movies we see her in, we don't see her adventures up in space or anything. And she doesn't really try to reconnect with it. I don't know if that was in the first movie, but it definitely felt like she was trying, I don't know, just that could have been an interesting way to take her character, but it just wasn't where they took her. and like this sense of family, and like even with like Monica being here and that sense of family, with Miss Marvel having that family. I don't know if you watched the Miss Marvel series, but like the family aspect she had, and that wasn't really explored with Captain Marvel and Monica. With them, like I think Captain Marvel being like, I guess. Monica's aunt, like surrogate aunt, pretty much. Like that wasn't explored. Like the sense of family wasn't explored. And I feel like that could have been an interesting way to take this movie. Like a family.
Yeah, it would be. It would be like an interesting topic.
But they don't do that. They don't do that. They don't see what the character could have brought. And it's really, I feel like it's such a shame because Nia DaCosta is she's a pretty well-known director. She could have done this movie well. She made the 2021 Candyman movie, which was.
Isn't that a horror film?
Yeah, it's a horror film. A lot of people that work on superhero movies had to start in horror films. But like, she can make a good movie. Like she partly wrote the script along with Jordan Peele and where the fuck Ruth Rosenfeld is, but she directed the movie. She also took part in writing it, and it has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's a good movie. Like it's probably a good movie. But the Marvels isn't. It isn't a good movie. It has sure a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, but no movie goes under. No movie goes under. Oh, what the fuck? That's an 82% on. That's not right. Hold on.
They don't go under 70%.
They usually
don't go under 70.
I think Eternals and Thor: Love and Thunder are exceptions. But
yeah, but those were. Let's be honest. Most of the Thor movies are weird, and it's Eternals. What do you expect? Eternals had the potential, but they didn't. They didn't tell the story correctly.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I think Eternals and this movie have the opposite problems. But we'll get into that when I get into the plot. But I feel like this movie. So we know it's literally just a comparison between the two. So the Eternals, like Eternals the movie, try to sort of make this family like seem like a family, but I feel like it tried too hard, and it just didn't. It couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. Like it just couldn't do it. Didn't do it, and we didn't feel like these characters were connected in any way. I didn't feel like I'm those characters, and I'm glad that we're probably never gonna see them again. I really don't think they're gonna be in the Avengers and in the next two Avengers movies. I really don't think so. I don't know. Brad Comedy, if he was fucking here, hold on, let me just tell him. Like if he was here, he would like he watched the movie, like he watched Eternals, like he would have said, he would have probably agreed that we're probably never gonna see his characters. We're probably not gonna see these characters for a good while. There are currently no movies announced between Blade and Avengers 5. Yeah, Avengers 5 or Avengers Doomsday. Now that's what it's called. But like, what is it, like these characters, like those characters, they're trying to make a family. Going back to the point, they're trying to make those characters a family. It seems like a family, and then they didn't do it. They couldn't do it, even with the runtime. But then this movie comes out, and this movie should be about family, but it doesn't. This movie makes them separate when they should be a family. Like, they should be connected. It should be about family, but it isn't. It tries too little to make them a family. Like, to make them connected. This movie is all about a connection. Like, they put that into perspective. This movie is all about a connection. Not only should it be a connection between them physically, but also, like, emotionally. Because Monica is, I guess, is again, like, Captain Marvel's or Carol Danvers' surrogate niece. And then we have Miss Marvel, who is a big fan of Captain Marvel, looks up to her, and like Captain Marvel and like wants Captain Marvel as her mentor, and like that could have been there, that sense of connection, but we just didn't get it in this movie, and I just why? And I'm still on Captain Marvel. Let's move on. We're talking about Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is the best part of the movie by far, because she's just like I think she's written better than where she was written in the series. She's not as boring. She could get a little annoying at times. I feel like that's more like an oversaturation of what her character was in the series.
Kamala Khan, what do you expect?
Yeah. You're right. It's Kamala Khan. Like, she is like overly fangirl-ish, and that's something you expect from Kamala Khan, you know?
Yeah, she's always been that way. Her character's been always like that.
So like, it's fine. I don't mind it. It's a little annoying at times, but it's a character trait that I don't. That's like part of her character, so I get. Like I don't mind it. But then there's like that one scene I talked to you about, where like when Miss Marvel, when Captain Marvel says to Miss Marvel, like early in the movie, that that Kamala should know when to take hard decisions. I think that's when like the attack the Skrulls.
Yeah.
We're getting to the fucking Skrulls later. Like the main villain Darben goes and attacks the Skrulls in some like diplomatic like meeting, and they try to save the Skrulls, and it like it doesn't like I think they couldn't save everyone, so but they couldn't save everyone. But then there's like fucking where is it? And Kamala asked why we couldn't save everyone. It's like, well, Captain and Carol Danvers says, oh well, sometimes it makes hard decisions, and the hard decisions are like we can't save everyone. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like heroes, happens to heroes. Heroes can't save everybody. That's the thing. What are you trying to say?
It's a genuine thought process. When getting into the hero business, you can't really save everyone, and you gotta accept that.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like, and that's a good way to take the character of Miss Marvel. She's just starting out as a hero. The only thing that she did was like send a few people back to their home dimension. She didn't even kill them, I think. Like no, they got arrested by the Department of Defense or like whatever or
what the fuck?
Whatever it's called. The Department of Damage Control. Yeah, right. They got arrested by Damage Control, I think. Yeah, that's really about what happened in Miss Marvel. She got them arrested, but now she's jumping straight into like Avengers level threats, quotations, with Darben, who wants to rip open holes in like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
how do you go from fighting the Department of Defense to hole in space?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's Marvel. It's 2020. Like Spider-Man went from fighting the Vulture to fighting Thanos in like the span of 1 year. Yeah.
But then again, Spider-Man in the comics actually fought.
So does Kamala Khan. Like she gets into like multiversal like in the comics. She's not that far off with other characters. Like it's like she joined. Like she's currently with the X-Men. She joins. I think she joins the Young Avengers at some point. Like she's like it's not like it's uncommon for it to happen in the MCU. Like it can happen. But like the thing is that Kamala Khan is not unlike Spider-Man, is a character who doesn't have the experience. Spider-Man, at least when Avengers Infinity War rolled around, he'd already been Spider-Man for like 3 years. Miss Marvel was just starting out, and when the movie happens, when Captain Marvel actually happens, it's a few like an actual few like it starts off immediately where like Miss Marvel left off, so she's still starting out as a hero. So it would be interesting just like to explore that aspect of it, her starting out and her having to make hard decisions. But then they shit the bed all over it with this little moment. So like I told you about like the dancing alien stuff that happens. So Miss Marvel, like they're attacking it. The Darben and her troops are attacking the dancing people planet, and they're gonna steal all the water. Oh, I don't know if you watched the movie. I know I'm fully to this point, but the Darben is stealing is using like the wormhole thing from Guardians of the Galaxy, like rip open those things to other planets so she can take their resources and put them on the planet of the Kree, which was sent into complete oblivion after Captain Marvel destroyed the Supreme Intelligence. I have problems with that, but I'll talk about it in the plot. But yeah, no, Miss Marvel, like there was no water on the planet for some fucking reason, and so Darben goes steals all the water from this planet. Even though this planet is mostly water, so like I don't know why I don't think the Kree planet needs that much water. No wait, I remember why. So apparently, Captain Marvel, like the subject, like Captain Marvel, like when she defeated the Supreme Intelligence, that caused their sun to just stop. It caused something to like happen, so the sun's rays couldn't hit the planet, couldn't hit the Kree planet. I don't remember why. Fucking hell, I just don't remember why. Don't ask me.
No.
But yeah, like there was no sun that was coming through. I don't know where all the fucking water went. That was never explained. So basically, that's what happens. And Miss Marvel decides the most brilliant idea to happen is that, well, we cannot save everybody, so let's save nobody. And she just grabs the ship that the Miss Marvel and Monica are using, and she teleports them out of there. She hyper-traces them through to another planet, and Captain Marvel just kind of says, "What the fuck did not obviously saying what the fuck, but like, what did you do?" It's like, "Well, I made a hard decision. And Captain Marvel's like, "Well, okay, yeah, you did. What the fuck? Like, how? How do you fuck up that badly?
A very good question.
How do you? That's my question, man. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. If I can remember this movie, I would fucking go on it for a while. But let's just like, you know, go over the. Wait, hold on. Okay. Let's go over it again. Let's keep going. Monica Rambeau. I don't know if you watched WandaVision, but she was in WandaVision. She was that person that got like she was the girl that got like the phase through powers and all that.
I did not watch WandaVision. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's be honest. Whatever is that region of space in the Marvel universe, I did not watch it.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna get whatever. Okay, fine. But Monica was in the series. She got powers. She got like light bending powers. I don't know how that's fucking tied to the because the thing is. Okay,
I mean, Wanda's power source is the Reality Stone.
It is, but that's not the same as the Tesseract.
What, did she touch the Tesseract? Is that it?
No, like she just had the Reality Stone. Well, no, like Wanda's powers doesn't come from it comes from the Mind Stone. I remember that. You know, she comes from the Mind Stone.
Well, fuck. I thought it was Reality Stone because it was red.
That's not the same thing. That's still not the same thing. It's just the Tesseract. The Tesseract is is also a stone. But it wasn't the same stone that they used.
The Space Stone.
Yeah, it's a Space Stone. But what is it? So I don't know why Monica was wrapped into this. I understand. Actually, I don't know why. Actually, wait, no. I don't get why any of them were wrapped into this because so apparently, honestly, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel make the most sense. I don't know if you want again. Anyway, it's in the opening scene. So the bracelet that Miss Marvel uses to have her powers, which is fucking stupid.
What happened to Inhumans? Oh fuck. Well, Inhumans just don't exist in the MCU.
She's not inhuman. So in this universe,
Sadly.
apparently in the MCU proper, there's no Inhumans. I think.
So bullshit.
Yeah, no, and you know what's more bullshit? You know what's more bullshit? So in the MCU, there are no Inhumans. It seems. At least I don't think there are any Inhumans. Like apart from like I guess like the fucking what is it? Like Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, but then again, they're outside.
I know. That's why I said like in the MCU universe proper, there are no Inhumans currently alive. That's what it at least looks like. They were gonna be Inhumans, but now there's not, and it seems like they want to forget the Inhumans. Like I don't know if you know this, but back then, the Marvel didn't you know that Marvel didn't have the X-Men. And like back then, around the time of Phase 3, Phase 2, they didn't have the X-Men. And this guy called I forgot his name. You know, this guy that I don't Marvel television. Let's see. That's not him. Excuse me. Not this guy. Where is it? That's not him. There was this guy that wanted to push the Inhumans, right? And basically, he wanted to push the Inhumans because as a replacement for the X-Men. Since they couldn't get the X-Men, they wanted to have something that does akin to the mutants, so they wanted to have the Inhumans. But that didn't really come to fruition. The Inhumans movie, there was gonna be an Inhumans movie that got canned, and that was made into a series.
Didn't that series like flop or something?
Yeah, it was pretty bad apparently.
Heh.
It was pretty bad. Like they didn't bring, it bombed. It didn't get any characters right. So basically, the Inhumans were a failed shot at They were a failed. Isaac Perlmutter. This is the guy. So Isaac Perlmutter was pushing hard for the Inhumans in around Phase 2, Phase 3. So this guy wanted to have the Inhumans in the MCU. He was pushing for the movie. Eventually, the movie got greenlit, but then the movie got canceled, and the movie was made into a TV show that bombed. So the Inhumans were on a pretty bad streak with the MCU. So they decided to just kind of forget about them. The Inhumans had a bad reputation, and they kind of shrugged them off. So now, cut to 2019, Disney buys Fox, Marvel gets the X-Men back, and now they have the X-Men. Now they don't need to use the Inhumans. They have no use for the Inhumans. So they forget about the Inhumans. And instead, they make the decision to make Kamala Khan a mutant.
A mutant?
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a long road to get here, but because they want to separate the Inhumans from the MCU, they had to change Kamala's origins from being a mutant, from being an Inhuman, exposed to terrigen gas, to being a mutant with the X gene.
Here I thought, that's just a crystal of Terrigen. Nope. She's inhuman somehow. Not inhuman, she's a mutant. She's like...
Yeah, I know. They say in the show, she's a mutant. She was the first mutant of the MCU. Like, in the MCU. Not like, we're gonna get into like other mutants later, but like... No, she was the first. She was the first mutant in the MCU because next mutant was Namor in Wakanda Forever, and that wasn't changed. But he's still mutant. But like, yeah, no, like she was the first like as main character mutant in the MCU proper, and that was changed, and that's why in the comics she's currently with the X-Men because she died and then she was revived as a mutant. Fucking crazy, right? Fucking crazy how that happens. But yeah, no, Kamala Khan is a mutant in both the comics and the MCU.
Whoever chose that decision, I will end them. Trust me.
It is ass. It is ass. Because
it's an
like
ass decision. Why do you take like a really plot developing story? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Kamala Khan has connections to Lockjaw, who is a inhuman dog that can teleport. Like, you could make it the fucking pet Avengers for all I care. Just add Inhumans, my guy. By the way, the pet Avengers are a real thing, and it's stupid.
They just don't want to have the Inhumans around because it was such a bad decision for them, like marketing wise. And the only time they had any Inhuman in the MCU was in another universe, and he died instantly. You know, like that was the only time we ever saw an Inhuman in the MCU, and like it wasn't even in the MCU proper. And now Kamala Khan's a mutant. That was in the show, and they do it. They don't explain it in this movie. Like they don't say that. But so yeah, like she's a mutant, and she actually doesn't need her powers. Also, she doesn't like I know you probably saw that, but she doesn't have like the actual stretchy powers. But you know, like she's a mutant now. That doesn't really come up in the show in this movie, other than like the post-credit scene, which we'll get to it later. But what is it? So Miss Marvel's a mutant, and the bracelet helps her control her mutant gene, I guess. I don't know how that works. That's not how fucking mutant Yet's gene works. But that happens, and the bracelet is of Kree origin for some reason. So okay, to put it into perspective,
I do not want to hear the lore.
No,
if it's Kree origin, I don't want to hear it.
Crazy. It's generally so fucking crazy.
Don't say it.
So
don't say it. I don't want to hear it. Genuine. Damn it, the viewer.
Why?
Damn it, the viewer. Okay, say it.
I'll talk to the viewers. I'll talk to the viewers. You
say it.
If you want to say, if you want to hear it, hear it.
I'm gonna hear it. Don't worry about it. Just say it. Just say it before I change my mind.
If you want to plug your ears, go ahead. But anyways, so to those who have not watched Miss Marvel or this movie, or just not watched Miss Marvel, I'm about to explain the entire fucking show of that. So Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan comes from a lineage of interdimensional people from a dimension they called Nur, or not Nur. That's the fucking planet from Star Wars, but something along those lines.
Hold on, gotta check my notes.
No, I'm just looking up in Wikipedia. Where is the thing? Nur. Okay, so Nur, not the. It's literally the same pronunciation. It's the same pronunciation. Also, it seems like Rat Comedy won't be joining us for the rest of the episode. Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. He seems he has some business to attend to. That's fine. But I'll keep talking to you in the audience. So, we're still on Monica, I think, and we have not gone through the entire plot line, but we'll get through it quick, I think.
Let's get to the plot line.
No, hold on. I need to explain this just before we move on. But it'll be quick. Right? Why? Because that stuff is the plot, and this movie's really short. So, anyways, these people were like, they're people like interdimensional beings from the Nur dimension, and so yeah, no, and they're known like as the clandestines, jinns, all they're fucking spirits, whatever. So they arrived in India. They left. they fled to Miss Marvel's ancestor fled to Pakistan during that whole during I guess this thing, the British Raw. No, that's not it. It was this Indian. It was this time where people from India tried to escape British rule while Britain was still in India.
No, the British were still in power.
Yeah, exactly like that. I think that's what it was. I'm not. Fucking Miss Marvel. If the Marvels came out 9 months ago, Miss Marvel ended almost 2 years, literally 2 years ago. Put in that perspective, I have not watched the movie. I have not watched the series since. But they come from this dimension, and so thing is, okay, Kamala Khan's ancestor comes from this dimension. From another dimension, she's a mutant, and the bracelet is from Kree origin that she uses to control her powers. What the fuck? Right? Think about that for a second. Those things do not connect.
The Kree and bracelets and all that, no.
But the thing is, the Kree stuff, I was gonna get into that later. The Kree stuff makes, I guess, a little bit of sense because Carol Danvers was experimented on by Kree, so it makes sense why there was a connection there. And even the main villain gets a bracelet, so there's apparently 2 bracelets, and the main villain is one of them. But and then Monica, I don't know why she's here. She just kind of gets entangled. I think it's because of the light magic, not the power she has. For some, they explain it, but again, it's too stupid for me to care.
Again,
Monica,
we do not care.
But Monica, I feel I think she's the most interesting character, but not by a long shot. Mainly because she kind of tries to have conversations with Captain Marvel, and she just and Captain Marvel just doesn't give a shit.
At this point,
she does not care.
It is what it is.
She does not care.
Yeah, she did not.
So, I guess that's what I remember. I don't remember that being any big things. But Monica obviously is an agent of I think Sword. And she's an agent of Sword, and she helps out Nick Fury and all that. And she has there's her mom stuff, the stuff with her mom. And when Captain Marvel knew her, and she never really visited for her when the mom was sick. I don't know if you know this, but Miss Monica's mom was sick. She died in WandaVision. She didn't die in WandaVision, but she died before the events of WandaVision. I think that's what happened. And she sacrificed herself to close a really big portal, a really big wormhole that the Dar-Ben started because she wants to steal a sun. So the climax of the movie is that since the planet isn't getting any more solar energy, the last thing that Dar-Ben needs is a sun, just like the Kree sun, and the real idea she has is to steal Earth's sun.
It's something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And she fails miserably, but there was too much of a big portal, and Monica gets barreled to another universe. And that's where we meet the fact that in another universe, just like in Multiverse of Madness, there is her mother is still alive, and she's acting as a superhero called Quasar. Although in the Multiverse of Madness, she was Captain Marvel. Fine, whatever.
Interesting.
That's where it ends. So Monica's in a really interesting place right now. She is one of the only characters to really cross into another universe and stay there. She has the most bittersweet ending, I think, of any character we see here. And I really do hope that we have something interesting happening with her later on the line, with that, but I don't really see it. Like they kind of said that that the Marvels a sequel to this movie isn't gonna happen for a good while, and it's not gonna be prioritized. So I don't know what's gonna happen on it.
The movie wasn't exactly the best thing ever, so I kind of expect it.
So yeah, there's that. That's Monica. So let's move on to Nick Fury, which is also in this movie for like 5 minutes. So, again, I don't think you watched the series, but Secret Invasion. This came off the back of Secret Invasion, and they were supposed to be tied to Secret Invasion. Now I don't know that guy, and now I know you didn't watch Secret Invasion because nobody did, but I did. And Nick Fury was a complete bum in that thing. He was like constantly depressed. He fucking didn't want to be there. He was not in his prime. People kept fucking berating him about it, and it was a mess. Like it was a mess.
Didn't they kill off Nick Fury?
Nick Fury was at his lowest point, trying to help the Skrulls, but it didn't work out. So, what? Like he trying to help the Skrulls, find a home on Earth. Didn't happen. You know what he did? He left. He left the space. With his wife, with his Skrull wife. I've always mentioned this, but Nick Fury has a Skrull wife.
No, that must be an interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah, no, like shit. He leaves with her to space to fix the plant, the stuff that to get the Skrulls a new home, and that is never touched upon in this movie. He is here, cracking jokes like the event of Secret Invasion never happened. Like it is bad. Like Nick Fury's handled very poorly. He's just cracking good jokes every single time, like every single place.
Motherfucker.
It's just a really weird thing to have this character be.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get why Nick Fury was handled this way. It was such a waste of his character. Like a really big waste of his character.
That was.
And the storylines from Secret Invasion, which, you know, I don't think Secret Invasion was... Again, okay, Secret Invasion is the worst series. Like, objectively. Like, Shugo's cringe. But Secret Invasion is bad. It's awful. But yeah, no, Nick Fury does nothing, has no, like, real promise in the plot. He's kind of here to be here because, you know, he's Nick Fury or whatever. Let's talk about, I think, the worst MCU villain ever. Okay, Dragon, before we begin, what do you think is the worst MCU villain?
Hang.
Why?
Actually, no, MODOK. They didn't really do much with him.
Don't. You can explain why, but I already know why.
Yeah, didn't do jack shit with MODOK. And he looks interesting, per se.
He looks bad, you mean. He looks bad. Okay, now, I present to you the worst MCU villain, Dar-Ben. Now, Dar-Ben is fucking stupid. She is the worst kind of villain because she's just stupid. So what happens at first? She blames Captain Marvel for the fucking death of her planet. Where number one, we don't really see why her planet would have died, like why the Kree planet would have just died when Captain Marvel destroyed the supreme intelligence. It's explained, it's probably implied that was a good thing for the planet, right? It's a bad thing for the planet. So when Dar-Ben was around, she wants to steal the again, like I said, she wants to steal resources from different planets to revitalize the Kree world. And that is, she is fighting for the Kree. That's all she wants to do is fight for the Kree, and she wants to do what's best for the Kree. So keep that in mind, right? So then, she's actually at the end of the movie where they stop her from stealing the sun. They give her an option. Captain Marvel says to her that she will fix the Kree if like she will fix the Kree planet if she just stops doing what she's doing. Like she will give her an alternative. And Darben says yes, I will help you, and then he immediately backstabs her. You had no reason to. She had no reason to backstab Captain Marvel because she was gonna do it anyways. Because it's funny again, she's gonna do it anyways. And funny thing, one of something really funny, she does it anyways. The little last 5 minutes of the movie is just her fixing the Kree planet. She literally goes up to the dying sun and restarts it. And Darben is like, you know what? I'm gonna backstab one of the most powerful characters in all of the
My brain died for a second, huh?
Where did I lose you?
Kamala Khan reviving a planet. Or,
I mean Captain Marvel. If I said Miss Marvel, I'm sorry. It's Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel goes up to the sun, which apparently the sun needed, like, it was like dying and something for some reason, and she restarts the sun. Captain Marvel restarts the sun and like fixes. She fixes everything. She fixes the planet, whatever. And this is after Darben already backstabbed her and died. She just dies. She gets killed. She got killed for no reason, and her planet, like, she got what she wanted. She is the worst Marvel villain. She has no personality. She's just evil for the sake of being evil. She could have been interesting, but she isn't. She could have been interesting. She could have been this character that just thinks that there's no other way. Like, this is the only way that they could revitalize the planet. Like, the only way. Like, they've tried everything. They tried everything, but it just doesn't work, and they need to take from others. But like, they maybe they don't want to. Like, maybe it's hard for her. Maybe because she's already watched so many of her planet die, it's hard for her to see other planets suffer. Like, that could have been interesting. She could have been such an interesting character, but she just isn't. She just isn't an interesting villain. If she could have worked, she could have worked. And I'm not bashing for the sake of bashing this movie. I just think that this movie is awful because it not only has bad writing with the characters, bad characterization, just bad plot, bad everything. It's the fact, not only that, it's the fact that there was so much missed opportunities of this movie. This movie could have been genuinely good, but it's not. It's really not. God damn. Okay, let's get into the plot. The plot is gonna be very simple. It's actually not that long of a movie. It's actually like not counting the credits. It's 120. It's 120. It's an hour and 20 around there. So it's not that long. It's not that long. It's I think the shortest Marvel movie for a long shot. But let's start with the plot. So like I said earlier, the plot's just kind of Darben doing these things, going places and fucking like stealing resources until they beat her at the end. I kind of went over the plot already. I think it's fucking stupid, but I feel like this movie has a very. It's just the pace is horrible. The pace is fucking awful with this movie. It just it zooms through everything. You don't really get a sense of what's going on. Like it's bad. Like, things just kind of happen, so the plot can move forward, quicker.
Yeah.
But like, there's also a lot of cringe scenes. Like, most of the jokes don't land. Like, there's the part. Oh yeah, I forgot the part about the cats. So I don't know. Did you watch the first Captain Marvel movie?
Yeah, I did.
You remember the cat, the fucking tentacles?
Uh, wait, are we gonna talk about that entire scene where they just eat like an entire crew or something?
Yeah. Yeah, that scene. Yeah, good thing you
I'm
know
gonna be
that.
honest with you, I was not expecting them to bring war to the entire situation.
So I
Like,
feel that's a bit. It's a goof. It's a goofy scene, but I think it's good. I don't think it's a good kind of goofy. I think it's bad goofy. I like goofy. I like goofy. I like some goofy in my.
You're saying goofy, and the first thing I hear is huh?
No, man.
Bro, that's not what I'm going to
I
consider.
like silliness. I like to have some silliness. I don't mind silliness. I don't mind wacky. You know. But sometimes wacky, sometimes goofy becomes cringe. That's what happens here. The dancing thing, the dancing thing, like the dancing planet thing with all the singing stuff. That happens. You want something cool about that scene? Not really cool, but something good happens. So Captain Marvel decides, like, for some reason, with Disney Princess Sparkles puts on a dress out of nowhere. But and the scene just like, and then the camera just pans to it. There's like Disney's Princess Sparkles all over her, and she's in a dress ready to dance. Yeah. Oh no! You know the dancing people, the dancing people singing is their language. They sing. The language is singing. Not like singing like in an alien language. It's singing in English. It's just that singing is their language. They speak and sing. They speak in song.
You actually left me speechless. I got nothing, man.
I'm giving you the movie basically. You know what? No, you did watch the movie because I'm telling you it all.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you are ready. Maybe you're ready for the rating. Anyways.
Fuck no. Fuck no. I ain't watching that shit.
No. I mean, you're ready to rank it when this is all over. So there are some unnecessary cameos. So Valkyrie from the Thor movies comes into this movie for no fucking reason and takes all the scrolls to another planet, to New Asgard. Number one, why? Why Valkyrie? So Valkyrie has no reason to really be here.
Valkyrie, yeah. Valkyrie.
I don't know if you know this, but this character in Secret Invasion called Gia, I think is her name, and Gia, has most of the powers of all the characters in the MCU because she's a Skrull and she becomes a Super Skrull, and she starts working with this character called Sonya Falsworth, which is like a spy character. And she starts helping. I think she does like jobs for her. She would have been an interesting way to really like put this character forward, like that character forward. That would make more sense. She's actually tied with the Skrulls. But we don't see her. It doesn't happen. And also, fun little fact: in this movie, the post-credit scene cameo is Beast from the X-Men. So when Monica sends her link to another universe, she gets saved by her mom now, and she's alive, and she's the superhero Quasar, and she is with the X-Men, and Beast is there, and there's no reason for Beast to be there.
It's Marvel.
Really unnecessary cameos on top of unnecessary cameos that don't need to be here. So yeah, our last point is why it bombed. Very good reasons. Of course, we kind of went over it all. It is a very bad movie. Which is a very bad movie. The word of mouth didn't help it. There was almost no marketing. It was just not fun. And also, it's a sequel to, sure, a movie that did make over $1 billion in the box office for Marvel. I will give it that. You know, Captain Marvel is one of the highest grossing Marvel movies of all time. I will give it that. But Captain Marvel didn't have much of a presence in the MCU afterwards. She had a movie, she was in Endgame, and that's it. She was in Shang-Chi, for like just the post credit scene. I don't even remember that.
She was.
Yeah. And that's really about it. That's all she had. She was no person in the MCU. Miss Marvel series didn't do so hot. WandaVision did. WandaVision was the first one. That one did numbers. But Miss Marvel, people got tired already of watching a monthly MCU series. You know?
A monthly MCU series?
I mean, look, okay. Moon Knight released in March and ended in May. Miss Marvel started in June and ended in July. What else was in 2022? Oh yeah, I agree. I think it came out of a season. It's like something. I think. Let me check. Hold on. MCU. This is gonna be where it says Phase 4. Where is Phase 4? Marvel Cinematic Universe television. Here we
Marvel
go.
Cinematic. Marvel Cinematic.
Here we go. Okay, so okay. So to put it into perspective, Moon Knight came out in March and ended in May. Miss Marvel came out in June and ended in July, and then She-Hulk started in August and ended in October, and that was like the last thing for quite a while.
Ew, She-Hulk. Ew.
Yeah. So when you really see that, it is a monthly series because you have Moon Knight spanning March to May, Miss Marvel June to July, and She-Hulk August to October. It is pretty much every time a series ended in 2022 from Marvel, a new one was right around the corner.
That's it's something. That's something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised people can manage to get into a schedule that's that tight.
I did it.
Dang.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
You did it, really?
Yeah, I watched them all as they aired.
Damn.
Hell, even the 2021 ones I did it all as they aired. I watched WandaVision as soon as it aired. I watched Falcon and Minnesota as soon as it aired. Loki as soon as it aired. What If as soon as it aired. Hawkeye, same thing. Like I watched them all as they aired. Like to me, it was very surprising for me to actually be able to pull that off because it was so much. It was so much Marvel, and I'm still like able to do it now, especially now that like they're slowing down. The only series that actually came out this year currently is Echo, which came out this January, but everyone fucking forgot about that. And Agatha All Along is coming out in September next month. So there's not a lot. Like the only series there were 2 series last year. There was what is this? Oh shit. Like it was just there's too many series, and basically Miss Marvel didn't do that well. It bombed and whatever. So that's why this movie bombed. It was following up series that didn't do so hot, and this movie didn't do so hot, and there was not good word of mouth. So yeah, that's why it goes firmly on the F tier. Where would you place it, Dragon? If you
The movie?
yeah.
D to F tier. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, you have to give me a tier, man. I'm not gonna make D to F tier. Come on.
F.
Okay, and we're on the same page, and it's also F tier for me. I don't know about a comedy. I'll have to ask him later, maybe.
We will have to ask him later.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really about it. So, what did you guys think about the Marvels? Leave in the comments below. Of course, all of our socials are now in the description, so I don't have to keep asking for it. Dragon doesn't have any socials. I'll have to ask Rakamani for any social. Let me ask him real quick. I won't put him in there, but I'll ask him.
I don't got any, so yeah, don't worry about me.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, no, that's really about it. Dragon, say your goodbyes.
Bye.
So, yeah, that's really about it. See ya.